Hey guys, welcome back to another NRL Fantasy Fanatics podcast. I'm Helen and this is Will.
Hey guys, so what a terrible week. Well, not a good week, but what a terrible Monday that has just unfolded.
Yeah, a lot of injuries this week. Disappointing. It'll be hard to fit a full 17 in your side this week.
Yeah, so just like going from my round results, scored 850, and I was ranked 12,000 before this week. Now I'm ranked 1,260, so pretty happy with that. And
Yeah,
just
the message there, just stick it at you fantasy lovers. You know, I could be ranked 400. I was middle of the round and now I'm ranked like 5,000. So stick it at in fantasy.
you know, there's a lot of people saying I don't know much, but I mean, it shows arrogancy gets to you. The fantasy gods aren't with you.
Yeah. Look at the first game. Panthers Broncos.
So I don't think the Bronx looked very good in this game. Like they weren't missing a lot of firepower. And let's talk about this one guy very quickly. I think he poses a definite sell. Just like
yeah, that's disappointing if you have to as a player. Disappointing if you're a Bronx fan like me. Yeah, your big guns are gonna get injured at one point. We'll see how the Broncos respond with this.
they do get Reynolds back this week though, so that's good.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, just going through this game. So Brian Toto had a cracking game, but I wouldn't really look at him. Would you?
No.
So on to the chin. He's been confirmed out for up to a month, which pretty much makes him sell.
Yeah, 100%.
Then, just what are your thoughts on it? Like, who
to? My thoughts would probably go for value. Don't go direct to Nico Hyde. Go for those value players. So like maybe like 700k players. I reckon you could trade like Nathan Cleary or a cheapie like Joe Chan or someone who's not playing, and really get value there instead of going all big in with a direct swap to Nico Hyde. Because if you remember, Nico Hyde does have that bye next week.
Yeah, but the problem is we've lost Haas already. We've lost Grant this week, and now we've lost Cleary. Who are you captaining?
Yeah, it's a bit of a lucky draw here. Chuck the marbles in the hat, see who I get. I don't know who I'm captaining this week. Myself will probably be Yo. He's very consistent. I'm lucky to have him. I was lucky to pick him up early. So.
But I just think you go down the order, look down to him, 66 points in 80 minutes, and I was watching him. I was just like, mate, get off the field. He's going to score 90. He was good, wasn't he, Pat Carrigan? Very good.
Yeah, he was. I got him at my side, and I'm very happy. To be fair, Pat Carrigan, he was going to get more minutes, and he was showing some heart in that game. But my overall take on the game is that Broncos, they looked sloppy, just played off the ruck. They didn't get, when they started to pass the ball around, they were getting some tries, scoring. So I reckon this week they're going to learn. You can watch out for Selwyn Cobbo getting a lot of points, scoring, and a lot of attacking stats we could see from Selwyn Cobbo. Reynolds might learn and try and spread the ball as they're lacking depth at the middle.
I mean, Selwyn did move to fullback after 4 minutes in this game to help him out.
You do get Tristan Sale this week.
Yeah. But I think Isaac Tungo, he was really good. But I wouldn't be looking at him way too expensive for a centre.
100%. Just like Gagai.
Isaiah, if he plays the 80 minutes, he gets you 65 points and you're happy with that. So I think just he's a pick up this week if you can afford him. But I'd be looking for a different strategy.
Yeah, personally. I get it. I'd take the value. Just go like your 700 if you can. Get rid of one of your cheapies for a value player.
I wouldn't be looking at Liam. I would be looking at Liam Henry. Like he looked really good. And with what's his face? Scott Sorensen gone and James Fisher-Harris gone. He's going to have to step up and play big minutes.
So I think, be good.
Yeah, I'd look at him, especially with a low break even. Dylan Edwards look.
No, you go.
Dylan just doesn't look the same player. Like he ran for 300 meters and still only broke 7 tackles for 47 meters. Like he's just not really getting those attacking stats.
One thing I was going to say about what's his name?
Liam Henry.
Liam Henry. The one thing I was going to say about him, it's this time of the season where there's a lot of injured players. So I don't know about you want those big guns in your side that are actually going to play week in, week out. So I don't know. For me, I'm trying to save the trades at this point to land the season to go to the big guns. So How you approach it now? Use your trades now or save later on?
So I wouldn't be looking at Cobbo or Jensen personally. I think Mitch Kenny, he was very good. Had good try, but just like you look, he usually against these weakened teams or worse teams, like he doesn't make as many tackles and he misses a few more. Like I think he has the lowest break even is going to make you money, which is the goal of the first 8 weeks. And I think he's in my side, Mitch, and I think you're taking a 43 with a 44.5 average, especially considering there's no Harry Grant this week, so a few people that have him might need a backup hooker. And I'd give him a big look at him.
And you get the 80 minutes out of him, which is awesome.
Yeah, every week.
Scroll down.
Dane Mariner, he's good and he starts making a bit of money for you, but I wouldn't be looking at him.
Willison was good.
Yeah, Willison was good.
Captain. If you had it, it'll make you money. Taylor Bay. Yeah, a bit of a trap now.
Just quickly, Piakura. He he did move to the centres.
Yeah.
After 4 minutes in this game, and I just think not as good for him in the 4 minutes, but he got that try assist line break to save the score.
Yeah.
But I think he's a definite hold, especially this week, because he's going to have the green tick next to him, and that's all you need.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit shaky. If we move down, not many more.
I think Taylor May's a definite hold, but I wouldn't be looking to buy him right now.
No. Everyone sort of just got fucked into him in the first round.
Although Cleary is right-hand dominant, and with Cleary going down, Jerome Luai on the left side with Taylor May could be good for him to get more ball.
Who will be stepping up into halfback role?
I think it's Dane Laurie personally.
Ooh.
And with him losing 93k at 365k, I think Dane Laurie's. I'll be looking at him with that wing fullback spot and could get the duel in round 7.
Again, you could take the two sides, use trades now or use them later. So.
Yeah. On to the next game. It was a good game. And
yeah, it was interesting.
There's a lot of players to talk about in this game, and let's just talk about it quickly. My man made me 54k for the year. Everyone was bagging me out when I started with him, but he didn't score a try this game. Scored 61. How good is he? He played unreal.
Yeah, I watched him. I did see too much. He was just around the ball that game, Rapana. He just looked in the game. There's some games where he is in it, some games where he's out, just like all wing fullbacks. They have their days, they don't have their days. That's what you're going to expect for a wing fullback. But he did look good. He looked like one of those days where he's around the ball and he's looking to run it.
Yeah, I think Jordan, I'd look at him again this week, and I reckon this will be the last week.
He really stepped up for Ethan Strange this week.
Yeah, I think you look at Tohu, and I think you'd be looking to get him. He just tackles his heart out, plays 80 minutes every week, and he'll do your job every week.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think Jamal Fogarty is close to a must-have. With Cleary and Moses both going down, I think you go the value option of Jamal Fogarty against a weakened. Who they're playing?
Don't know actually.
I don't know who they're playing, but I think I saw it wasn't the best sides, and I think he'll just perform well.
Dragons.
Yeah, Dragons. I'm chucking a C on them this week personally.
Yeah, well,
so much base.
Also, with Teddy maybe losing his spot this week. Also, having Capita Hazard, and then for myself, Tua Picky, all three of my wing fullbacks are gone. So I will need to make some trades there, but I don't think I'll be able to fill a full 17 this week.
So I've been looking at this. I didn't watch this game, but how did Sean Johnson look? Because he got 59 in no attacking stats, not even goal kicking.
Well, I only saw a bit of the second half because I was out competing doing athletics, but I just watched it on my phone. It just pretty much looked a lot of errors in that game, but I didn't see much of Sean Johnson at all, but that's good sides, 59, and I didn't see him much at all throughout the whole game. Luke Metcalf actually looked electric out there.
Because personally, I'm looking at Sean Johnson this week, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just toss up who you take.
Massive
he's
pod.
Do the job.
I think Adam Fanor-Blake will do your job aside, but I wouldn't be looking at him personally.
No, I just don't like the minutes factor. 1 week
and more
38.
More value elsewhere.
Might get leading try scorer for the year at this rate, eh?
So 60 minutes, 55k made, 48 score, and God, you're happy if you hold him.
Yeah, 100%. I held Hosking only because that low break even.
He's got another low break even this week, so definitely a hold.
Yeah, how much money did he make? 50k or something? Like
55k.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Thank you.
Yeah.
Team value nearly 11 now for myself. So
I think Roger looking at fullback this week. Like if you want to wing fullback for the week, you could get Roger and just plug him in there. Hope he scores well.
He
Yeah,
looked good. He might
you
play
could get him.
fullback for the other young gun you were talking about.
Yeah.
We moved down.
Joe Tarpany, I think this week you're holding him just because he's got the green tick, but he's a sell when.
Yeah. It's all about who starts this week, who plays.
Payne Tuapiki, he's a sell now of him being injured, and Chan's on the cusp.
Yeah.
Morgan Smithies didn't look his best, and I think he's a sell now because I'm predicting Corey to be back. He looked very good in reserve grade.
Yeah. 60 points in how many minutes did you say?
It was 65 minutes.
Yeah.
So Ethan Strange just 9 missed tackles, 2 penalties and an error is not going to cut it. Like,
but again, he's a hole. He's got a green tick next to his name,
and he gives you that dual position. Like, I wouldn't be comfortable playing him, but against the Drags, he could do it right.
This game is an absolute shocker. Rabbitohs are in all sorts.
The Bunnies are in all sorts, and they could get the spoon. Like them and the Titans are looking unreal, and 12 tackle busts for Keon and Dom Young. Just they played unreal, didn't they?
Yeah, but Dom Young's a guy that 1 week he could score.
I wouldn't be looking
run the ball.
I wouldn't be looking at Keon with the Bunnies playing so bad.
No, not at all. I don't know. Keon didn't do a job last year. Don't know if he'll do the job this year either.
Yeah.
But a low break even though.
Dom Young looks good, but again, you're not picking a winger for 604k.
No, he could get 71 1 week, 20 the next.
Yeah. James Tedesco looks electric, and
yeah, he looks.
I've got him ranked as my third fullback to pick up this week, but I think he'll do your job.
He will. I was thinking about him, Drinkwater, or Ponga, but right now Tedesco's the informed man, so he's looking deadly.
Cam Murray, I think he's a buy and a captain option this week. Like, he has to do so much for this side, and they're playing the Dogs. Like, I feel a 4-pointer coming for Cam Murray, honestly.
Yeah, I guess it's just going to be, you're going to look most at a captain in the middle this week who's just going to do the job this week. And if you have Murray, Yo, even you could chuck to Seal and Carrigan, they could be good people. Or even if you want an easy 100, you could put it on Terrell Bay, just someone consistent. You know who's going to score points.
Yeah, he should. I was thinking about it. Like, he should get you 55. That's a lot of ranks. And with what's his face? Lindsay Collins gone. He'll have to step up again.
Yeah.
Could get the start. I think Damien Cook, what are they doing? He's been the best hooker in the league for 10 years, and you're playing him off the bench.
That shambles. 200 rounds in and change the halfback, change the hookers. Yeah.
I think Joey Manu, it's just a game. He scores a double and gets you 46.
Well, we did see it once last year. He actually scored 2 tries once week and scored 40 on him. No one wanted him in his side because of that. And then he came back the next week and only scored 1 try or something and got 70 points. So I think he could be one of those guys.
You look at him, but I don't know if you'd get him. I think Brandon Smith looks like a very, very good option this week at hooker and mid-duel. He looks like a different player to last year, and the Roosters are playing a lot better.
Yeah, 100%. They're looking like taking down the premiership this year. They're the favourites on paper, apparently. But they did fire for Jared's 300th game. Congratulations, Jared. Shout out, mate. Well done. But if we look under Tupanua,
this wasn't a very high-scoring middles game.
It was It was an absolute dominant display from the Roosters.
Personally, I think Saliti Tupanua was a hold, and I'm actually happy with what he's been producing the last 2 weeks for us. Like,
30 points, I guess.
I'll take this 33. Like, he actually looks good. Like, if he can get 80 minutes, he'll be good.
Yeah.
And
that's going to be the issue. 80 minutes.
So, I just want to talk about this. Two guys very quickly. We put effort into these podcasts. I put videos out. I talk about this guy. 5% of teams own him. And it just proves that we are correct. Tallis Duncan. We predicted he would be a trap.
Yeah.
He's already lost you 32K. Please, we know what we're talking about. Like, I just think Tallis was a terrible option to bring into your side.
Like, what do you even do with him? What are you even doing with Tallis Duncan in your side, to be fair?
Yeah.
He's just lurking there playing 20 minutes and getting freaking 10 points.
This is the Latrell Mitchell we know. Like, he'll get you... He'll get you 80 and he'll get you 55 or whatever 100%. You got. Then he'll get you a 24 with a stupid sin bin. And, like... But even without that sin bin, he still gets you 31. And you're just like, what the hell, Trell?
100%.
He's a hold this week, definitely.
Yes, yeah.
Don't know about Tallis, though.
And that's the Cleary.
Just guess who's back? He is back against the Spoon favourites with an average of 49.7 now. And he's back. Jacob Carraz. 1 try, 11 tackle bust, 4 offloads. He does it all, this guy.
Yeah, it was a dominant display. We saw it earlier a couple of years ago. He would score those buddies, Jacob Carraz. It was an absolute dominant performance from him.
He's definitely got in his game. He's a very good player.
Yeah, like he's just look at those fantasy stats. You just see green everywhere, like in every single stat. Even the defense, 11 tackle busts. Those attacking stats, that's just freakish.
Yeah, I know. And the fact that he can get 4 offloads is ridiculous. Like,
yeah, I think. Job.
And he tackled a lot better this week too.
Yeah, 100%. Below him, Reed Bodie.
Reed's actually looked alright this year.
Reed Bodie. Yeah, he
still,
has
so many negatives. Like, there's 15 negatives there.
Yeah, there could be room to fit him in your side if you really wanted for hooker.
Well, we all know everyone's need for a hooker that owns Harry Grant.
Yeah, he'll do you a job, I guess. In the Dogs, hopefully he finds a form, hopefully.
I don't know if I'd look at Tracy like good game. He runs the ball. He gets a lot of tackle busts, but I just feel like he's on the Dogs.
No, Connor Tracy, I don't reckon. He's just not there for me as a weak fullback. I'll probably go with those big, reliable ones for value here. Just try to get me as many points as possible. So,
Jacob Preston scored 52 with a try in 67 minutes. And second week he's played 67 minutes. And Jacob's like, he relies on those tries to get to the 50s. I wouldn't be looking at Jacob or Kickow on the other side of the park either.
No, Kickow's just, I don't know. He used to be a freak fantasy player. He just does a job for his side now. It's not really that fantasy guy you're looking at in Preston this year. He's there. He does his job for the team as well as Kickout. He's just not that fantasy player. Not that gun like he was last year.
So there's 3 players right now I'm massive on. With Tino Fa'asuamaleaui going down. And 2 of them have hooker like dual. I just think Aaron Clark, Chris Randall have to get massive minutes, and we know what they can do PPM. Like 49 and 33 minutes for Aaron Clark. Low break even now. I feel like with that dual position, he's actually a very good buy. Like he's probably a better buy than Brandon Smith this week, personally.
Yeah, it just depends if he's going to have another freakish round like that, because there will be rounds where he could go 20-odd, not play many minutes, but Tino's gone. He could have big minute games, but it just depends who they give it to. They could even give it to Mo Fotuaika. He didn't play many minutes this week.
So
we'll see what they do.
I think Josh Curran just comes back to the pack with those minutes, because this pack had no injuries now. And I think Kurt Mann's PPM falls off, and I would not be looking at any of those 2.
No.
So we see Selman stayed on the middle and scored 39 and 41 with PPM. Like, he looked good. And I feel like if he can get those 50 minutes, he'll keep making you money with those 41 minutes, but I think he's a definite hold.
Yeah, 100%. Again, this week, so many injuries. Whoever's got the green tick, just chuck him in, even if it's like that.
Yeah. And
even if it's just someone playing off the bench, anyone. You want those
look,
points.
Drew's made us 25k. Like, and he's got you 37. You're actually not too annoyed with that.
No, there's still room in Drew's game where I think he can be one of those 50 consistent 50 players. Like, look at that, how many negatives he's got there.
You got to remember, everyone's saying that the Titans are in for the spoon, but I believe that the Titans are in for the spoon as much as the Rabbits could get the spoon right now with the way they're playing.
Yeah, I just guess Titans really got that pressure with the new coach, Des Hasler. They lose Tino now to an ACL.
I mean,
they're shambles, but Rabbitohs also just everyone in that team is shambles. They've got no clue what's going on.
They lose Tino, but they get back one of the best players in the league in David Fifita this week.
Yeah, true. That strengthens the forward pack, but they'd be looking deadly if they had Tino, and he's a big miss for the league.
There's a fair few players down below, like Tanner Boyd, someone we were big on with that dual position, gets you a 33 and loses you 13k. I just think it's like no attacking stats for him at all, and I feel like the Titans, if they are good, especially with Dave Fifita back, it helps Tanner Boyd.
Yeah, I'm keeping Tanner Boyd. I think he'll do a job. Hopefully, he'll be one of those high scoring players for the Titans.
Please, Haas, made you 46k. You put it in your front pocket, and you move on.
100%. Did he play 80 minutes?
Yeah, 80 minutes.
They did. He could be looking like a player you could get with 80 minutes role, but
you got Dave Fifita back, so.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. Mo Fodawaker this week, I'm also big on him. Like, we know that he's been a fantasy gun before, and Tino gone down. They're going to need someone in that pack to stand up, and he's an origin forward. But
yeah,
Des just has to use him right.
He's at 617k, so he could be a pickup later in the season or even now. More minutes, Mo Fodawaker used to be that averaging 50 guy out of last year, and he did a job for me, so could be a pickup.
There'll be a time in this year where the Dogs fire, and we pick up Stephen Crichton for 400k at the rate this is going.
Yeah.
Lost 96k already.
In 3 games, Stephen Crichton is the captain. He hasn't done too much. They haven't seen him with the ball. Stephen Crichton, they just haven't given it to that side yet.
I mean, I guess 20 in base for a center is not good. Like, I guess he didn't have to make many tackles because it was a very dominant game by them. But even 103 meters in a game they dominated.
Yeah.
100%. So, talking down, there's a lot of outside backs here. There's 2 more players I want to talk about. Sam Hughes, he's a PPM beast. He's a good forward, but like, why is he playing 9 minutes, 20 minutes? Like,
yeah,
he should be playing more. And I feel like you hold him, you play him this week with all the injuries and buys. You hope for a 30 minutes, and you hope he can get a U of 25 because he's going to still make your money. So
yeah, 100%. I'd keep him, got the green tick. I hope he gets at least 30.
I feel this week you're cutting your 5k losses this week on Keanu Kearney with Jaden Campbell due back. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there could be at least 5 people in everyone's team.
So now
that could be looking at.
Going back to this game, I watched this game, and Valentine Holmes is one of the most inconsistent players.
Yeah, 100%. But it's that kicking stat. He's just absolutely just flogged the team. He got 43 points of just goal kicking. It's just goal kicking practice from out there.
He's played very well.
I don't even know what to say about the Dragons.
I think Zach Lomax, he's playing unreal on the wing and could actually be an option this week in your wing fullbacks.
Look at the 2 tries there, those. I don't know.
They scored them well, though. And someone we've said, like, is a hold the whole year, and he shows it, get you a 57, Jack de Belin, like, we told everyone not to hold him, not to sell him, and again, you've listened to us, he's proved you right.
Yeah, take 57 from Jack de Belin.
So, What are your thoughts on Drink? He's looked all right this season, and that try is pretty much a forfeit. Like, it was just one, fell into his hands, and he just had to put the ball down pretty much. But
Yeah.
he looked good. Like, he looked electric.
He did. I reckon he's a hold in your side or even maybe a buy, just with that lack of positions this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon he could be a shout this week.
And I wouldn't, like, 3 try assists for this guy. I don't know if I'm looking at Reece Robson this week. Like, if you got him, you're holding him. I won't be looking at him.
No, 100% not. I'm looking at a cheaper option like Mitch Kenny from Penrith.
Yeah.
100%. And then maybe go value on someone big.
So, you see Tom Eisenhuth and Luciano Leilua playing 55 and 80 minutes. Eisenhuth only gets his spot because Jaden Sewell's been ruled out, and he could actually be an interesting option now that Sewers could be out for 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, 100%. But again, 2 to 3 weeks when Sewell's back, he won't get many minutes and maybe a sell. It just depends if he'll use your trades now or use them later.
You could look at Luciano Leilua this week, actually.
You could, but again, just missing a couple halfbacks, missing hooker, missing wing fullbacks. It's just going to be a bit all over the place this week.
How many junk tries does this guy want to get? He has scored 2 of the easiest tries I've seen, and he needs to stop. I don't have him on my side. Kyle Flanagan, just like, mate.
I don't even know what you need to worry. He's an absolute weapon of a terrible player. He's a weapon of a terrible player. Kyle Flanagan, he got lucky again with that try. He nearly makes me want to vomit every time he touches the ball because he's that bad of a player. Dad really loves him getting the spot. That's all I'm going to say.
So I think you see Jeremiah Nanai he's fallen back to grace. Like without those big scores, and I wouldn't be looking at him. So there's some rumours that Ruben Cotter could be out. And for me, I'm happy with that because like I don't own him. But
I don't know, but there's another player out of my side.
I feel like he's played 65 minutes for 40 points. Like, has he shown you enough signs this year to keep him?
Yeah, he has. He scored that big score last week. And I'm still happy with the 40, honestly, to be fair. With the likes of Tupanua, they get 30. And I reckon 40's fine for him because I'm happy for him to get those big scores once in every week. So he's a keeper by book.
Again, talking about easy tries, Finay Fuiaki saved his score with an easy try.
Yep, and I'm happy I didn't get him in his side because he's going to have that one big score and he's going to go back down to earth with another 23 performance next week.
Yeah, he gets you literally a 23, I think I counted, even base.
Yeah, so I wouldn't
be looking to get him in this week. Tom Dearden, he scored a try every week. He's fallen back to grace. Don't look at him. Sully, he needs to get amongst this Dragons pack. Like, he's not doing anything.
Yeah, well, you looked at the trial. He had his hands on the ball. He was running hard. He was palming. He was all over it. Now he's just gone quiet. They're just gonna find a way they can unlock Sully. I reckon they play him as like a center edge position.
Yeah. So you see, Raymond, he was not the best in his 80-minute performance, and again, I want to be looking at him. Tyrell Sloan, a fall from grace. Don't be looking at him. So. Viliami Fifita, he's a very good player. Why is he not playing more minutes? Like, plays 11 minutes.
Because he's young. I don't know, 11 minutes. I don't even know why the point is wasting that interchange on him.
Jason Taumalolo, like.
Oh, well, they've actually heard about, is it knee? He's had a skimming of his knee, and his meniscus, I think. Don't get me correct on that. But 1 week he could play big minutes, 1 week he could play 20 minutes. That's what I've heard.
He needs to leave the club. Fresh start. West Tigers will have him.
I've heard retirement, but he's got issues in his knee with his meniscus. So.
Yeah. So, my beloved Tigers, we got over the line, and it was a gutsy performance from us. I think in this game you saw Dalvin, he's all the first grader. 72K in price rises. Scored you a 60.
Wow.
0 negatives.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
wow. He was on my emergencies, which I lost my head-to-head because of that. Um,
How good is he? Wow.
yeah, I don't know. Like with a cheap guy like that, I had him in round one. If you didn't have him in round one, well, what are you doing? I'm so thankful I did because starts off so cheap, and now he's made 70K, and I made 100K, and I'm just loving life at this point. I love fantasy.
Yeah, I know. And Appy, if you got him, he started well.
Yeah,
I just
they
think
said
when the forwards miss tackles and they get rolled over, Appy misses tackles too. And he's not going to have a 2 try assist game every week with 4 goals. Like 18 points of an anomaly almost, because the Tigers, they can be a bit bad, and you can see Appy miss close to 5 to 7 tackles a game.
Well, I got told that Apicorus was playing with gastro. He had bad gastro, so he played through it. So you could probably maybe expect more in the 42 tackles is ridiculous from the man.
Yeah, he played well. So Jareen Buller was good. Him and Galvin look like they have a very good connection, and
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
it's
looking
the
at Jareen.
youngsters.
Let him go through the keeper.
Nico, let's look at Nico here. 50 points. A
So
bit disappointing.
if you have Nico, you're happy, but you've won one. You got one up on Cleary.
Yeah,
You
100%.
have one up on Cleary because Cleary's injured. Even though
You've
Cleary averages more, you're
you've
loving
saved
life.
you've saved a trade, or you've saved a, or if you got both of them, you've saved.
And you saved your time because you don't have to worry about trading out Cleary too.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
think
but
he
please
played,
don't go Cleary to Nico.
he played terrible. He still managed to get a 50.
But yeah, he's leading Dally M, to be fair. And I don't know how.
20
I feel like
negatives.
James Jesko should.
20 negatives, ridiculous. I reckon this week, Cameron McKenna's very good captaincy option. I'm calling it early. So you're missing Royce Hunt, Dale Finucane, and Toby Rudolph. Cameron McKinnon has to step up for 80 minutes.
Yeah, maybe could be on for a 70 tackle game. That's
I
just
think
ridiculous.
And Blake Brayley, he looks good this year. He could be. He's always been that player that is very consistent, and he could be that first grade, that hooker that just plugs away for you while Grant's on the bye.
Yeah,
You put him in
47
there
tackles.
for Origin. He's just a very good player.
47 tackles is awesome. You really take that. That's 47 points right there just from Blake Brayley. He could be an option as well.
Yeah. I don't think you're looking at Justin Olam or Alex Seyfarth or Pole, bit of an anomaly. I think the edge position, it's too loose. It's too weak. Papali, he's been a gun. You could look at Papali, honestly.
Yeah, he could. I just don't know with that Tigers outfit.
He didn't play 80 minutes either. I think they just rested him because they were winning by so much.
Yeah, well, you could, with the West Tigers, you've got that plus or minus with their points. They could go 30 plus or they could be 30 under. So,
Yeah. Personally, I think the Tigers, they've hit it this year. Aiden Caesar just moves the team around. Young talent with Galvin and Buller. They could be in for a massive season this year.
yeah, I could see Galvin getting Rookie of the Year. 100% easy, buddy.
And
Galvin, Rookie of the Year.
you look at John Bateman, just very not playing his best. I think that injury might be still something on him. Good in base, get you 31 tackles at 115 meters.
Yeah.
No attacking stats though, at all.
Yeah, I don't know much about John Bateman.
Not even a tackle bust for him.
Again, it's the Tigers.
So I wouldn't be looking at him.
Plus or minus.
I did see a few people bring in what's his face, Ronaldo Mulatalo after his massive start, and this just shows he's a winger. He's inconsistent.
You fools. Who brings in a winger?
Can I quickly say, did someone see if Alex Toole got injured or not? Because he was whacking it 18-minute points in 17 minutes, and he's been one of our best forwards for ages.
I do not know. I didn't watch that game.
Or is he just out of favour with Benji Marshall?
Maybe or Paul. He was good, so I don't know. Paul.
Yeah. And they're giving Fainu more minutes than him. That's ridiculous. But yeah, that's all. Pretty much all the relevancy in this game.
Wow, what an interesting game.
The news of Mitch Moses being injured.
He's gone for 10 weeks, I heard, 8 to 10.
Well, I heard even could be 12 if he gets surgery on it.
God, what even happened to the bloke?
Fractured foot.
Oh, well, I don't blame him because this is the guy who lost my head-to-head.
Yeah, I think Mitchell's a sell.
Yeah, well, you can't keep it for 12 weeks, mate.
I
That's
think
just
it's as simple as that.
sell
Jake
him, get the
Trbojevic,
value there.
he's actually a good player, but I would not be looking at Jake. Hopgood, low minutes again. Didn't have a bad
More of
game.
an
Just
attacking game.
not a lot of tackles for him. Like you usually see his tackles up to the 40 mark, which he probably misses one or two more on top of that, and he gets you a 55, and you're happy with that. But
Yeah,
if
it
you
was
need
more
an
on
edge
outside backs.
if you need an edge in the middle, I could look at him.
They were electric, all the outside backs that game.
Turbo, like he averages 48.3, has made 17k, scored a try, and still got 48 with a try assist. Are you looking at Turbo? Is 0 tackles? Jeez, are you looking at Turbo or not?
No, not really. I'd rather go Tedesco, someone who's going to make hopefully some more meters and he'll get his hands around the ball a bit more. He was a lot better, same as KP. He'll have some more attacking stats, hopefully, but I don't know. I just don't like those 0 tackles from Top Turbo. That's just not good signs, really.
Yeah.
I like physically fit himself. I don't see him like physically fit. Like he got absolutely cleaned up by the debutant. So I don't know. I just don't see him. He's not mentally there and like physically fit in the game after his injuries. I don't reckon.
Yeah. So Luke Brooks has looked much better this year, but I wouldn't be looking at him either. And Ruben Garrick, what are with these negatives he's gotten recently?
Oh yeah.
Still averages 49.
Yeah. Still, he's got that kicking role, which is 8 points there. You take that. It's pretty much a try just from goal kicking practice. But again, he's looked electric the last couple of games in Vegas. He looked awesome.
Yeah.
He may unlock Saab this year. I think he'll play better when Saab comes back and just unlock him on that right edge.
Blaze Talangi, he's good, but I'm looking at him. So, can Ryan Madison please play 80 minutes? It's as simple as that. PPM beast. Just scored 40 and 39. Like, he brings something with those offloads, quick foot movement. Like, he needs to play 80 minutes, and he'd be a must-have in everyone's fantasy side.
Oh, yeah, 100%. He's done it before, Ryan Madison. Everyone wanted him when he was playing 80 minutes.
So,
He can be that guy to score 60.
I would not look at Ola Kawatu because this is an Ola Kawatu game. He started off well, 2 good scores, and then he comes out and gets you 39. Very inconsistent player.
Yeah, 100%. If you got him in this week.
Personally, someone I'm looking at, Nathan Cleary to Dylan Brown direct for value. It's like he's not playing very well, but I think without Cleary, without Moses, he's got to play well.
Yeah, 100%. Again, you could get that 600k for the value there.
Yeah, I think Daly Cherry Evans in a couple of weeks will be a massive buy.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Just hopefully he can find himself a bit more this year, averaging 41, 31. It's a bit shaky from him. No attacking stats at all in 31, and just in base is a bit shaky.
Yeah. Well, it's good. No, just in base is good, but he needs more attacking stats on top of that and a bit more kick meters, I reckon.
Yeah, 310, that's not many. Well, you got Luke Brooks, another halfback, so.
From Broker was a gun last year. He was on my side last year for a bit of it when he won that pair, but don't be looking at him. So, Penasini, just a real nothing game for him.
Yeah, 100%.
Not a very high scoring fantasy game either, but I'm still pretty confident Penasini will be a season-long keeper.
I'm gonna have a look at Lossick there. Wow, if you got him in your side, like everyone was telling you to.
He still makes you 20k though.
Yeah, but 28 points.
It just shows like when he's not tackling, he makes you 32k, and he doesn't offer much on offense, does he?
No, not at all. Like, look at those stats. In 80 minutes, I'm seeing 29 tackles and 32 meters gained. That's about it.
We'll be talking about this guy more in the buy, hold, sell video, but 28, he's goal kicking, he's running the footy, and no Mitch Moses. I just think he's lost your 50k. It's the time for the Guffarino to come in his side.
Gutherino, yeah, he could be.
And I wouldn't have gotten Bryce Cartwright in the first place.
No. He's that guy who could score 2 tries, score 90, and then next week he'll get 12 points.
So you see down here, it's pretty much Sean Lane. Everyone was looking at him. Played 80 minutes, scored 20. Don't go near him. And talk me through it. Burbo. It's rocks or diamonds with Burbo right now.
Yeah, I just didn't get involved. They didn't. I don't even know. Like it was more of like a outside edge backs.
It was
Back
one of those
scammer.
games where a lot of tries, but very low scoring game. Like
Yeah.
even if you scored a few tries, you weren't scoring well.
He's a keep. It's just disappointing from him again. He didn't have any involvement with the ball. He had 37 run meters as an edge. Is ridiculous.
But he's still made you that 99k, so
Yeah.
you'd be happy with that.
Uh-huh.
So on to the last game of the weekend. I had the Storm tipped, and they didn't look bad in that second half.
Fun fact, I had the Knights tipped.
I wouldn't be looking at too many of these Storm players with the bye next week, but
No.
just to talk through it, like Wishart looked good, and if you had him, you're happy.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing with Wishart because he could maybe play. He could play halfback when they're injured, but it's just pretty much a waste of a trade. But if you got him in your side, well done. Good on you, mate. 66 points. You take that.
We spoke about Kai Pearce-Paul being a gun. He just showed it. He played 80 minutes with. So they took off Tyson Frizzell and kept Kai Pearce-Paul on, which is signs. And the edge position is very slim. You could be looking at Kai Pearce-Paul this week.
Yeah, 100%. You could be looking at him. But again, like this week, he could be more of a next week sort of task. Just depends how many points he's going to get this week because you're really looking to replace those injured players. So many injuries this week, and if
he gives you value, like
down,
the fact that he made 30k with 61 means he has a low break even, which means it's even lower this week.
Yeah, 100%.
I heard someone say today in class that they were selling Harry Grant, and I think Harry's back. Like he still got 16 negatives and still scored a 58 in 0 attacking stats, 1 line break assist. Just he tackles his ass out, Harry.
Honestly, you're a goob. You're a goob. You're a goob if you do that.
Yeah, and the hooker position's just like the edge position. Who are you picking up there?
Yeah, 100%.
So
it's just a fool if you get rid of him.
Dane Gagai's been doing this for a long time now, and he's a gun. He busts tackles, but I wouldn't be looking at him either.
No, it's just so expensive, eh?
Yeah.
Won't get your value, I don't reckon, for 700k with Dane Gagai.
Tyson Gamble and Nick Meaney leave them through to the keeper. So, Kalen Ponga, down 68k. And I think it's a week. Him or Drinkwater, you choose.
That's what I'm looking at.
Flip a coin.
Games.
But it's the week.
I could go absolutely big this week with a lot of players missing.
And you see, like, he's got the goal kicks. He runs the ball a lot. And it's better for him now that Hastings is gone because he seems to get the ball back 200 metres.
Yeah. See if Hastings get that position this week, but hopefully Cockawilly wasn't too bad.
And you're definitely taking 52 if you have him.
100%.
So you see down here, Eli Katoa, he's a gun.
Yeah, he was good. 52 points.
I wouldn't be buying him because they got the buy, but he's a gun.
44 tackles, 100 meters. Yeah, take that.
Pappenhausen, he's back.
Just a
he's
weapon.
Back to being a gun.
Weapon. I was a bit scared with that tackle.
Yeah.
Leo Thompson there. That was a bit scary. I thought he'd hurt himself there, and I was about to turn off the television.
But yeah, he's back. He's a gun. Bring him in your side. I don't care how you do it. You need him. Why would you not start with Ryan Pappenhausen? Like, he had that one bad game at the start, and you were like, oh, yeah, I love my life. Then he showed you up the last 2 weeks, and if he goal kicks, he gets those. He'd be averaging 55 right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Tyson Frizzell, look at him. He's not getting the minutes to leave him. So, you see Cogger, and I said this to you, like, he carved up on very good Penrith side. He goes to the Knights who aren't as good, and he doesn't play as well. Like, you're taking a 36, but he loses your 33k. Just don't look at Jack Cogger.
Hopefully over the next 2 weeks, if he can solidify that starting spot, I reckon he could be a buy by side. Trust me, a pod. He was awesome last year.
Sean Bloor looked alright, but nothing to take Joe Chan's spot off him. So it just shows gets 87 one week, 33 the next.
33 the next.
And personally, I think 15 negatives, just a nothing game from him. Showed nothing on attack either.
Yeah, 100%. He's going to only score those 50s if he gets a try or something like that. Adam Elliott, he's not going to be too consistent for you. Yeah, just not that value player you need, but he's made that money, but if he doesn't show if he doesn't show some more, like he's just not. I don't know. He's not a fantasy player. He's just not a fantasy player.
So I think Jonah Pezic shouldn't have him in your side. Safe to say, don't be buying him. I think one of the Saifidi brothers is benefiting it with. I think I read Leo Thompson suspended.
Yeah, for that tackle on Papa doesn't.
And I think it used to be Daniel Saifidi a gun over Jacob, but now I think Jacob's taken the next level over him. And I'd look at Jacob this week just to fill out that injury, but probably not. And no one else down here is really relevant. You see, Bradman Best is a sell if you started with him. And congratulations to Jaden Bradley for being back.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So that's pretty much it on the game side. Just talking through my side from round 3 and what I think after going through that video. It's just like, I think that you hold Saliti. You sell Cleary. You sell Keeney if he's not listed.
But do you bring back Cleary though?
Well, I've been arguing with myself today. Like, he's out for 2 weeks and then the bye round 3. Is Cleary just a hold and just put in your emergency so you have him because you know he's going to be the best player?
Yeah, but you can also free up so much cash with it.
Yeah, and then you could hope that the person you bring in like Jamal Fogarty is going to get you to 800k somehow, and you just go Jamal Fogarty straight to Cleary.
Yeah, again, if you want to use your trades now or later, your decision.
So, are you holding Jaden Sewell with that news that he's out for? We don't know how long, definitely, but could be out for 2 to 4 weeks. Like, who are you selling first? So Cleary definitely. Then you selling Keeney or Sewer?
If I had Sewer, I'd probably go Sewer gone. It's just all dependent on if Keeney gets a start. But probably Sewer, free up some more cash, go a cheap option or something, and then go big on Ponga or Drinkwater. Like, I think they're a must-have this week. Those 3, Ponga and Drinkwater. Tedesco.
But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow for some more.
Be pumped. It's a big team list. See you guys.